horse bow, parentheses, gull wing, building part 3 in our series of how to take this squared off tillered bow into the realm of an authentic dimensionally authentic, and who knows, maybe they came across a burned out wagon on the Great Plains and used the white oak from a wagon wheel and used bias ring, you know, the original board bow. Who knows? It's possible, but we want to make sure that this proto bow, soon to be sinew back, everything is right. It doesn't take long to round the back, and I recommend a 3-inch diameter. Find something round if you don't have a John Riggs dog bone that's 3 inches in diameter. Trace it on a sheet of cardstock, cut it out, and then use that just like a violin builder would with the forms to carve. Make sure that that's 3 inches diameter all the way from tip to tip. I used my knife to scrape. It was a very quick process, and then a sanding block to fine tune it. If it's not absolutely perfect, not NASA perfect, whatever. You might have to do a little balancing of the limbs once it's sinew back, but you'll probably have to do that anyway. You'll notice that this thickish bow blank, when you round the back, it'll dramatically lose weight. That's why I made them on the thick side. Now you might think, oh my gosh, that's going to be like a 30-pound bow. I want 45, 50, whatever. In this material, you're pushing it if it's 50 pounds at, you know, a reasonable draw weight. I'd stick to 45. It'll throw an arrow nicely, but, you know, you do you, I'll do me. It will gain weight when you sinew back it. Especially if you're patient, you do it right, and you wait for it to fully cure. It'll gain 10, 15 pounds sinew backing, you know, a bow this length. It's a complex formula, but it will. Now, I have just fine-tuned a 3-inch diameter, rounded off the edges. I mean, I didn't make them like big rounded. I just rounded them. And because it's sinew-backed horse bow, representing, you know, a bow out west, period. You want to have correct tips. Sinew-backed bows generally did not have string grooves cut into them. They had it. Basically, you can see the shape. It's kind of a lozenge shape. This end, this wood, will be poking out. It will not be sinew-backed. It'll be backed all the way up to here. There will be a collar. You can't do it all at once because sinew will shrink. Wrap your collar, wait till it shrinks down, wrap it again, wait till it shrinks down. That collar will keep the string from sliding down here. That is authentic. When this is done, it'll be a horse bow. Okay, so you do prepare to tip. Now, when you're sinew backing, you will go over the end. That's just the way it is because you don't want it to pull up and stuff. But then you can sand that sinew off and get back to the bare wood. And that is basically about it. In the next episode of building a gull wing horse bow from my $60 blank, it's a cool bow. If you're into long bows and you happen to be watching this, or you're in the Molargay beds or whatever, you know, don't you need to have one of these things hanging on your wall at least, or just go out and like shag some pine cones in the woods? Learn how to shoot Ishi style off the left side. It's a blast. Okay, next time you see me, I will be showing you my measurements for mixing the hide glue. A little preview. I mix it normally like I would roughly, and I'll actually take the time to measure things out. This much hide glue to this much water. But generally speaking, I pour about dried hide glue in my pot, and then about the same amount of water. Let it sit a while. Don't give it heat until it all kind of swells up and jellifies. And then you can put it over some low heat to thin it out. The reason why I don't go right into my very thin mixture in the baggie, the 1 gallon Ziploc baggie to soak these, you got to size your bow. And you have to be maybe more careful sizing your bow when you use my wet method, because that's not just sticking to sinew with a lot of glue in it. That is the basis for the sinew to stick. And so this oak, 750 pounds per square inch, tensile strength opposed to 28,000. You know, if you've got a tool mark on the back, whatever. It's not going to hurt the bow. It's not going to hurt the bow. But this oak absorbs glue so well. So rub glue on it. Don't worry about the edges. Slap it on. You want to have glue everywhere that the sinew is going to stick. And if you get some in a spot, it'll sand off. It's better to have more gloppies on the edge and going down on belly than not enough sizing. Wait for it to dry a little bit. Not for days, but you know, for a matter of hours. Another layer. Same. Wash, rinse, repeat over and over again until you get a shiny, glistening surface, not just wood with some glue on it, but a shiny, glistening surface. And when it's almost dry, again, not weeks, but hours, wet your finger. And if your finger sticks to it nicely, you're ready to go. But yeah, some things to think about. Thank you for watching part 3 of building your horse bow out of my blank. And I guarantee, as Justin the chef would say, once it's completely finished with some rattlesnake accents, a nice hand wrap, strung, you're going to say, whoa, this actually makes a pretty usable bow. And compact at 48 or 49 inches, I forget which one. It'll fit in a long quiver. You know, it's the perfect survival bow. I should have my black cap on here, covering my eyes. But yeah, thank you for watching. And again, my blanks are available. $60. Just email me, John J. Riggs Archery. I will answer your call. I sold some stuff last night, so I need to get back to a few people here. Got to calculate the shipping. Hopefully I can find my postal scale here. Otherwise, I'll just estimate it, and it'll be kind of favoring you. Want to get the stuff out. Goodbye.